Ooh, day three of consistency, consistency. Even when it troubles me. Oh, engagement. That's what I was gonna put. Uh, Consistency and engagement. Day three of our morning walk. Butterfly. I'm walking like yesterday, and we're going in the opposite direction. Like yesterday. Sunshine. And use T.I.'s motivation. Start using ludicrous. Stand up. Get it. 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 I'm really looking for a trash can. If somebody wanna loan me a trash can, because I got a can. I need to throw away. Use this to keep me safe also. Not safe like that, but to tell the story. As some shit pop out. So I don't know any people. I used to stay. Bought my Tay-Tay. Me and Tay-Tay walking. I don't have time. I woke up late. Uh, where are we gonna go? That's a dead end street. Got this. Learn that when we walk towards the sun, we get better lighting. Oh yeah, I am getting sore though. That's that more. Your legs getting tired. I need a freaking trash. Maybe I can go down this alley. Bam! Got us a trash can. So I don't like to litter. Ooh. You know, as you get older, you understand more, you're more wiser. Like, why are we destroying the earth? Why are we doing our part anyway to do it? Every piece of litter. But I remember when I got stopped by the police. I was younger, so please give me grace with this story. But I remember I was in my early teens. Got stopped by the police, and and when he stopped me, he asked me for my license, yada yada yada. I promise, I probably have never really heard of the word slaughtering at that time. But when he asked me for it, I gave it to him, and I had a drink in my hand. And then, as I proceeded to give him my information, I threw the darn can. Yeah, I threw the can out right in front of the man. He said, "Ma'am," he said, "Ma'am, did you just not see you louder in front of me?" Me, again, being young. Like, what's that? ticket. He's like, just he's like, just get out and get it. Pick it up, and I act like I didn't see it. I don't know, they could give you a ticket for throwing stuff on the ground. Again, I was younger, early teens. But yeah, he allowed me to get out. He's like, and don't do that again, especially not in front of no officer. Just like this stuff. See, it be stuff like that for me. I don't forget. I don't never forget when she'd almost put my ass in some heap of trouble or whatever. Mm-mm. But no, I start understanding what the importances of what trash does to the earth, to the universe, to the animals, and such of that. It's not just, it's a mixture of things. 'Cause all those things are just one thing. We're gonna go this way. Because if I walk, okay, well, if I walk this way, it's just, I'm trying to keep this sunlight. I have to go straight. Hey, y'all, hey. Welcome. Welcome on in. We don't start. I'm a little late, but I'm on pace. Again, we had one of those nights and days yesterday, so please bear with me. I don't know if any of y'all follow me over on Facebook, but I had a whole shebang bang going on yesterday. Actually, still going through it, but I promised myself I would be very consistent and getting up doing this walking, try to heal myself, because I know this is just a spiritual attack. Or trying to, you know. Hey y'all, y'all walking or supporting this morning, or both. What's up, what's up? So, we're gonna go to 10:30. Yeah, we were done by 10:30 yesterday. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys. Whew. This walking also is helping de-stress. And I feel like I'm really late, so I just said, let's go. Yeah, get it together. I know, baby. Get your dog. Get your dog. We ain't doing this today. Me and Tay Tay walking. Yabba dabba doo. How are you? Now that's crazy. You know it's crazy when the police patrolling. Supposed to be patrolling the neighborhood. I got my headphones in. Is the volume? Can you hear me? I got my headphones in. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, or do I need to take them out? But yeah, it's crazy when not crazy, but it is when the officer is patrolling, right? Look right at you, loud and clear. Okay. When the officer patrolling the neighborhood, look right at you. You wave, and they just keep on going. That's how you know who here for the community and who just there for that check and that power. I'm just saying, y'all can keep on acting like this stuff ain't real. Lord, loud and clear. Got that one. Hi, hello. What's up, what's up? What's up, you guys? We Yeah, I only been out for a few minutes. I was walking probably about 10 minutes before I started the live. Got a little music going. But yeah, we're gonna go to about 11:30 today. Hopefully we won't pick up any puppies on our way. And speaking of that, Lord, my daughter thought she was supposed to get her a puppy yesterday. I told her about that situation I had with the puppy company. Why you didn't bring him home? Girl, who? When I tell you my daughter done rescued, done had rabbits. We done had a rabbit. We done had horses. She still got horses. We done had a goat. We done had dogs. We done rescued cats to health, but we didn't keep them because I'm not a cat person. But I will take care of it if it needs help. But I'm not a cat person. And what else? A hamster. She has had a hamster. I used to laugh and think and say she's gonna be a veterinarian because it came natural for her. You know, every time she seen an animal in crisis, she wants to save her. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah. I'm still here breathing. Still finding my way through the night. And I thought I'd never see another day. Up here celebrating me. I celebrate me. Good morning. Man just waved at me. Okay, we across this busy street. This is the first one. The engagement yesterday was awesome. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We ain't doing no damn work. Let's go to this median. Can't do it. Oh, we can do it. Let's go. I got my crystals with me this morning. But when I touch, okay, she said loud. Good. Great. Is there anything that I can do to make it better? Never go back and watch my videos, rewatch them anyway. Yeah, you like my life? That was good, thank you. Oh shit, damn cars can't be pulling up on me like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have PTSD. It was a van, a white van, no windows. It's not gonna get me. Just break. Just trying to find something. Well, I'm always looking over my shoulder. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna stay consistent. I wanted to come on yesterday, back on yesterday. I'm gonna have a I guess it would be not an auction. I guess it would be an auction type. You know, I'm gonna do a live where I'm gonna auction off my paintings for donation for a matter that I had yesterday. Well, I was already dealing with it since my car caught a fire last week, um, which is what pushed me to get out here to walk because I have no other choice because I gotta walk. But I was needing to do that anyway. But yeah, so when I got back from y'all from walking yesterday, I go home, or I call my daughter, telling them, of course, because I was telling y'all we was gonna catch the bus. I never got back with y'all. I was gonna take y'all on the bus with us, but when I got back, my water was shut off. Don't forget to hit that like button. Water shut off. Y'all know I was sweating like a mug when I came in, and I had said I was just ready to take me a shower, and my water was shut off. Whew. Not only that, I get the eviction notice, which I was expecting the eviction notice. However, I was fully prepared to have that taken care of as far as the eviction notice, and then the water was paid, but it was returned. I don't know how that happened, but and it was money in it. I think it was just a new card, and it felt like it was fraudulent. But by that time, because this was my Spark account, so when my car caught a fire, it stopped everything, right? So I'm just being fully transparent, not asking for. It's not about sympathy. It's just full transparency with my story, my journey, because I'm oftentimes questioning myself, why does these things keep happening to me? You know, sometimes you think you're doing everything. Hello. Sometimes you think you're doing everything right, and trouble just seems to follow you, or whatever. Um, and again, trouble can come in different ways. But yeah, when my car caught a fire, that's how I made my money, right? Losing $1,300 to $1,500 a week without my car. Caught a fire due to these are for the people who hadn't heard it, because again, my platform is not that big, so if you a good friend and you really follow me, you probably already heard this. But if you just somebody who's dropping in, it will be, a fairly new story to you. But my car caught a fire due to a mechanic running a ground wire incorrectly, a wire on a wire on a wire. So the wire, he took a wire, connected that wire, right? The other wire still wasn't long enough, so he had to take the third one. So it's like a wire connected to a wire connected to a wire. And I didn't know. I'm not up under the car. I trusted the mechanic to do the job that he was paid to do. And I'll be darned. My car catches a fire in the middle of the road. Battery blew up. I'm running. I did post it, I think on one of my shorts or something. But I heard somebody say, "Oh, why is she hollering like that?" Let me tell you something. When you can't get away from something that you can't see, and that sparking, like, I'm pretty much not fearful of too much. I try to, but when you can't fight whatever is in front of you, you gon' because you can't see it. I'm no way. I'm trying to get the hell away. Period. If I hear some sparking, I see fire, I'm gone. And so that's what happened. Again, I can't run. I can't just spark off run for a distance like that. And so, yeah, that's what started the troubles. Again, that's $1,500 a week that I'm losing out of. So when the car caught on fire, I was catching up. That was around the first, within that week, or whatever. And so I knew I had that eviction notice or whatever, and so I was gonna have it taken care of. 8 plus years. I have to say this. I'm not trying to make myself look nothing like nothing, but what it is, I've never been late on my rent. Maybe once or twice. So I say 99% of the time, um, I have been 99% of the 8 years I've been on time with my rent. It wasn't my rent people, you know what I'm saying? I think they was very understanding, and they tried to hold off as long as they could, or whatever. So, but yeah, I got that notice in the mail yesterday. Still don't have a car. The mechanic, of course, is dodging me, but a few things that I can't just let it go or whatever. So I was trying to give the opportunity to step up, man up, and say, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. I apologize. What can I do to help you get back on your feet? Whatever, something." But no, of course, he has been paid, and that's just what it is. So anyway, I go back and I have that issue. Now, on top of that, I'm being very transparent because this is my journey. And it's not about being embarrassed. I done came from a whole lot, like a whole lot. So you can't tell nothing on me that I can't tell you about myself if I want you to know it. Anyway, you know. But you can't tell nothing about me in shame anyway. You know. I really try not to do stuff that's shameful. Now, if it's a reality situation and it pop out, shit, that's what it is. Simple as that. But yeah, so I said I was gonna auction off some of my paintings because I'm an artist. If y'all didn't know, that's what my son called me. Professional. He said I'm a professional artist. Yeah, and so that's what he wants to be. Anyway, but yeah, so I was gonna come back on yesterday. I was so frustrated. I ain't cried so much in years. In which I know, that's how I know that this is all a spiritual attack. You guys, I tell y'all, when you come into your spiritual self, because they are not teaching spirituality, even in like church, Christianity. I have nothing against nobody, but I feel like when people say, shit, you just don't, and not hear the story, they're deflecting from something. As far as you don't like Christians, you hadn't even heard my story to see if I ain't said nothing about bad. I was actually raised, or whatever, as a Christian, in church, rather, religious, or whatever. Until I got older, until that 27 instance, to the age of 27. I don't know if I keep on touching this though, if it goes down. Sometimes it goes out. But anyway, I had an awakening. I had that spiritual awakening. And trust me, when I tell y'all spirituality is different from physicality, mentality, it's also, you have to have all that balanced. You know, um, the church will oddly tell you to stay away from spirituality when the Bible clearly tells you about the spirits in there. And again, so that was my starter. But I wanted to know more. I wanted to learn and explore beyond this. Like, I had so many questions because the church hurt me. The people and it wasn't every church. I've had two good churches, or I've had one good church home and one bad church experience, right? And so I recognize it from both aspects, right? Everybody is not bad and everybody is not good. Simple as that. So when people are speaking, you're not speaking on a whole totality, because in every race there's good people and bad people. Every religion, there's good people, there's bad people. In every animal kingdom, there's good animals, there's bad animals. The opposite always has to have something to attract to, right? So I understood that, but I was just trying to figure out a way to come out of it. So I'm gonna do a little auction today. I was not able to get my water on. Um, just being very transparent. I do have a great neighbor who is my, uh, who is my very special friend on a different level, because we just bonded through our kids or whatever. But we've always been there for each other, like little tit for tat stuff, neighbor stuff, right? And so she understood whatever. So she let us come down, take showers or whatever. I still have electricity, yada yada yada, all that. It's just having to deal with the water and the rent situation now the renters, they did say that, they did Monday, yesterday, was a 3 day to vacate before court proceedings or whatever. And so the court proceedings, she said, even with the court proceedings, if I was to come up with the money and the fees, that they would stop it. So I'm having to still work super hard right now. So, like I said, I'm gonna do an auction. I have me and my friend started yesterday. We did do a give, send, go. We have not posted it. I will be posting 12 standard time, Texas time, standard central time, and yeah, sometimes I can be slow. But I will be posting that because I need help. I'm always the one that's helping people, and I don't mind. It's just all this happened to me one time. I didn't tell you the big one. And so even with that, with all that going on since last Thursday when my car caught a fire, within that time I lost my other half, right? That's not the biggest deal. Again, transparency. I lost my other half through this because the whole car situation, it's not that I was blaming anybody, but I'm just saying I wish if people would have listened to me. I had been saying it was electrical, right? They had to listen, they would have kind of understood, but it was always, how men don't want to hear from women. Women can't tell them nothing. That's what type of situation it was. And it caught my car on fire, and then I'm just supposed to sit back and just say, hey. No, I'm gonna talk my shit. Just simple as that. Nicely. And if it go there, it just go there. And the fight come with it. I'm just joking. But yeah, I'm gonna speak my piece because that hurt. That hurts very bad. Again, that's taking $1,500 a week out of my family's mouth. I've been digging myself up out of a ditch, and it seemed like when I got right there close, here come another attack. But you know what? Just gotta stay positive. That's why I'm being very consistent with myself, and as well as my discipline. I have to change my whole way of thinking and everything. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. I am very much a survivor of anything I go through. I'm gonna handle it. I just try to take the best route out, whatever. But yeah, so that's kind of like a little story of why I didn't come back on to y'all yesterday, because your girl was going through it and still is. But again, you wouldn't know if I don't tell you. If you just looked at me, which is, what people have always done is judge me by how I look. Either way, good or bad, you wouldn't be able to know that. don't until I tell you. Hi, you guys. What's up? What's up? Don't forget to like the videos. What's up? But yeah, and so yeah, I'm gonna see my little paintings today. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna try to connect again. If I have any subscribers that are willing to assist in guiding uh, to the do's and don'ts to content creation, right? Because like on one of my videos, it said it was flagged for content violation. That was on TikTok though. But it said it was flagged for content violation. But it was my video. It didn't have no background noise per se. And I couldn't find nothing where the violation told me why the violation happened. So I do need to know. Yeah, I can go through 70 different people, but again, life is too short. Get me where I need to be, and I can go directly there, learn it, and be that. I've spent a lot of my life learning things on my own. When I could have went right to the source and just got it and been done with it. But yeah, I like to paint. I like to do a lot of things, really, but my paintings is what I have available, and I really want to keep them. Not just keep them. I really want to do a pop-up shop for them, like a small business setup shop at a swap market or something like that. Um, and so, yeah, but I pulled them out. We're going to do that. That's one thing we're going to do today. I done got out of my emotional phase. Yesterday was crazy. When I made it back to the yesterday was crazy, and it's okay to take time to do that, because when you know yourself, right, you know yourself. When you know you're not a nothing, I'm not saying nobody call me a nothing person, but when you know the quality of person that you are, you just keep on moving. You just try to get through it the best way. It's just I did not have any backup funds at the time because I had already went through my backup funds. Period. And I had a good, it was enough to get us through the year. I've been surviving since this back injury, really, so I know what saving is. I know what managing is, but when you lose the other half due to stupidity, egotistical situations, it's just what it is. I'm just tired of that. If I'm gonna struggle, I'm gonna struggle by myself, you know what I'm saying, with no problem or whatever. Just simple as that. I can't take a lot of negativity, low vibration around me. And that's what had been happening. And so, yes, walking, exercising, things like that helps me to start the top of the morning off in a great mood to move forward. So 12, 1-ish or something like that, we're gonna maybe, I don't know, I don't want to put a time on it really, because things, when I schedule stuff, it just go array. But I'm gonna stop talking for a second. If you guys have any questions or have any commentary you would like to add, please feel free. I just ask you to keep it respectful, as I will be the same to you. I can't force you to be respectful, but the Lord wants you to be. Simple as that. And again, I'm not religious, spiritual. It's an inner thing. It's an understanding. It's a connection, right? back of the pulpit. It's not good. It's not. I worship. I worship me. You know, I love me. And by me loving me means I love you, right? Because one is one, period. I think that's where Terrence Howard was going with that whole mathematical equation where you can't turn something into nothing. Like one is one. And if you add anything to it, it's not going to be one anymore. So when God, the Lord, the Creator says we are one, right? Yes, in spirit. There's a spiritual realm, there's a physical realm, right? We are living in this physical realm, right? So that's why you see a lot of what you think is millions. But in the spiritual realm, we are all one. If, I'm going to turn around, if you are a chosen one, because, um, or, or, because we do know there's some evil people out here. Just simple as that. It's some evil people. It's some hardened people, emotional people, self-absorbed people. It's all, you know. I don't judge. I don't get into trying to figure them out. That's for the creator. That is not my job. I got enough to do. But yeah, just understanding what it is and understanding that they've been selling us this for years since I can remember. I told y'all yesterday how old I was. So they've been selling us this for years or whatever. But I think it's a way of controlling the narrative too. Simple as that. Okay, we're gonna turn around. Y'all see that sun? Ooh, see when I walk, I can't keep on walking. When I walk away from the sun, the other way I get better lighting. But it's up and down. It's tickets. So we're gonna do one more block. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. I know a lot of people, I don't get into all that. I know I am not perfect. I don't pretend to be. I don't even strive to be. I strive to be great as I can be. Simple as that. You know, perfection is nothing can never be perfect because when you think it's perfect, you're gonna want something else. You're gonna want it to be another way, and you're gonna always continue to try to find that perfection when you already had it. But making things better is something. It's not really being perfected. It's just growth. Growing or whatever. I'm telling you, my muscles are getting tight from all this walking up. See, I almost fell. My right leg is starting to drag. So, with this 21-day walk discipline and consistency, after I'm gonna try to, me and my doctor are gonna try to see if we could be weaned off of the medication that I take, because it is a detriment to my kidneys and my liver and things like that. But of course, they're making money every time they give a prescription. And I'm trying to go on a natural less invasive way. I take a very high dose of Percocet. Um, Again, to be very transparent, um, it does alleviate pain a lot, but I want to try something more. I mean, something less, because with opioids, I don't know if people know, but they do bring on mental. They do bring on mental issues like down, depression, anxiety. Yes, low tolerance, low activity. Yes, it's just a controlled drug. It's just a controlled drug, but a drug is a drug. Simple as that. Um, but all drugs are not bad drugs neither. So it's just, I guess, it's the use of it or the misuse of it or whatever. But that's our goal. So me and my doctor are talking about if we do 21 days of strengthening, right, and see how I feel as far as making it through the day, even with the shots, coinciding, working together. We do have a stem cell, I think they call it. I know I'm probably looking cray cray now because, oh Lord, I'm gonna start sweating. It's hot. Texas heat, baby. It's some type of stem cell regeneration uh, that can be done before the big surgery. Because surgery is kind of like, of course, expensive. It's more risky, especially when you're dealing with the spine. So we're gonna try to do that stem cell therapy on my spine to see if we can generate good nerves, repair them. There has been a lot of study about it, and I remember when I had my second child, he was an Indian doctor. I had an Indian friend in here yesterday or whatever. So if you're here, let me know what you think of this. But I had an Indian doctor who delivered my second child in Little Rock, Arkansas. And he went after the placenta was in a basin, and he asked me if I wanted to ingest it or take it and replenish it back to the body. Me, 27. I was 27. I was 27. I'm looking like, whoo, I never heard of it. Education is everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff we were not taught. It's a lot of stuff that was hidden from us. But what he was saying was the placenta, in some cultures, they cook it. I believe that's what he said. They cook it. Some cultures bury it and it replenish it. I don't understand how burying it though replenishes the body. I guess it probably is put back into the earth to replenish the earth. But I was like, oh no, you doing too much. But now that I know what I know now, and been introduced to the stem cell situation, that's what he was talking about, because it replenishes the body and it's good for stem cells, especially in the spine area. And so again, that's a little bit on down the line, because when you're dealing with certain people, they're gonna deny, delay, deflect insurance companies or whatever. So I'm just not gonna do this. You're gonna make it. balance gonna start getting off. And I'm gonna start keep my lives at an hour. I'll get off till I get my engagement more up, my subscription. Oh, to that person subscribed. I was saying yesterday that my subscribers has been there for a while. I thought I was shadow banned for probably since the time I was supposed to. And everything is so finicky. But I did get 3 new subscribers yesterday. So it does work. So please subscribe. They have not banned me yet, so it's not working. Whatever. That's just what I was thinking. Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all gonna make it with me? I'm gonna get this counter. I'm gonna try to get the lighting a little bit better. Baby, before the gym. Yeehaw. Yeah. This is how I get to speaking. And the pain get to hit again. I got up with no freaking pain medication. I mean, I started just walking. Pain medication. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, Lord. We're gonna get back to this house. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Y'all share the video. I see the algorithm do not push certain words. Share the live, like the video. Because I think I be saying the wrong thing, but really just trying to be me and real or realistic. Good morning. I'm gonna tell you everybody in my neighborhood. And for context, I stay around not I stay around a lot of different Spanish and Caucasian or whatever people. But everybody knows me around her, around it's on my street, the whole street. Everybody pretty much know me. My kids come through, and let's see, we got a couple elderly people on this street closer to the house that we go over, check on, see if they need anything. I take my children with me to assist. See, I was raised in pretty much the nursing home, not being in there working there. Since I started at 18, and I came out at the nursing home when I got injured, which was 34, or whatever. So I was raised by elderly. You know, when you're around elderly people a lot, you get a lot of wisdom if you really, embrace it. They not all crazy, quote unquote. Nah, a lot of them done live before us. Oh my fucking gosh. What the fuck? Let me call you back. Gotta go. Oh, well, no, I think they just gonna stop somebody. I like that damn close. Yeah, I am. But, yeah, I was raised around elderly. And so, that's where my caregiver skills come from. And my daughter, especially my oldest daughter rather, not my youngest because I was out of it by the time she was born. But my oldest daughter, I would take her with me to work, right? And baby, free babysitter. And I'm not saying that to like as a, something to be funny, but I work so much and my residents Used to love. I had a few good ones, like a few good ones, family members and everything. They would have her in the room. I had one lady, she was a school teacher. I would pick my daughter up because I worked 6 to 2, and then I would do the 2 to 10 or 3 to 11, whichever way. And so I would bring her back. But the lady would take her in her room with her, while I do my rounds. She would make sure she got her homework done, and she would even teach her. And she would even read with her, you know. And I thought that was just the most beautifulest thing. I didn't even understand then how beautiful that was. She was in her vulnerable place, and she was still helping the youth, you know, because she seen a mother that took care of her, you know, you know, not necessarily in need, because she could go to the front and watch TV or whatever. It's just like they just clicked, or whatever. I didn't push her off on her. It was very volunteer. That was just sweet. But yeah, I've I've been around the elderly a whole lot. That's where I get a lot of my wisdom from. And that's why I'm very big on special needs. I'm very big on disabled. I'm very big on elderly and people who cannot help themselves. Even when I got like that. Again, it's just to prove that I learned what unconditional love is. A lot of us do not use unconditional love. It's like, I only love you when you can do something for me. If you can't do nothing for me, I don't love you. That's not how it's supposed to be. Love is the action. And I'm going away against the sign, you guys. So I know it's gonna be dark. But y'all gonna walk with me. We ain't got far. Don't act like that. Don't act like you ain't been here. Uh, yeah, I love walking, talking, and being me. So I hadn't got any comments, and I'm wondering again, I don't know how that goes. If it kicks you out of the algorithm or if it's not being shared. If that's why it's not getting pushed, what's the best way to push the video? And I know it's not going to blow up. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm that friend. Your friend. Okay, we got at least 2 blocks. At least 2 more blocks. We did good timing. I didn't have no special friends following me, trying to come home with me today. But I ain't walk all the way down there neither. I did not walk all the way down there when we walked yesterday. I went a whole different direction, which is why, again, the lighting is against me. Because I'm walking away from the sun. Walking west now, not east. The sun rises in the east. Ooh, child. So now I gotta try to find me a vehicle. My car is completely totaled. I'm looking for a used vehicle just to get back on track. Because like I said, I would Spark and DoorDash for my situation and my, injury or whatever to support my family. And that was good for me. I heard people talk down on it, but if you know, you know. Simple as that, I ain't finna be out here playing and not getting it. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. And if a platform can't let me win and they winning the whole way, nah, mm-mm, mm-mm. And why can't everybody win? You know? And so DoorDash to me is a good platform. Spark to me is a good platform. Work is work. Shoot. If you don't want to work, then don't go. But it's not extreme, intense work. Uh, like lifting on people 300 and 400 pounds. If I could do that though, I would be doing it. That was my love. That was my love. Was going to work, taking care of my patients, coming home and taking care of my son who has special needs as well. So I've always been, not always, well, yeah, since 18. Yeah, because I raised my two sisters, my two baby sisters. I've always been a caretaker. Pretty much. Pretty much. That is one of my positive uh, characteristics about myself. Yeah, we almost here. Good morning. Okay, we almost here. We on the block. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. We really don't slow down. Keep going. We should take this here lift. We should take this with us. Nah, we ain't got no money. We budgeting really well. But we could. Okay, I'll be trying to see. Okay, you guys. 57. Oh, that was right on time. I think by the time I reach my door, it's gonna be right at an hour. 2 more minutes. 5 seconds. 2 minutes. How long? About how long it's gonna take? So let me get here so I can say my outro again. I'm gonna try to do the daytime walk, YouTube evening walk. I didn't do an evening walk yesterday. An evening walk, TikTok. Those are the two main platforms right now I'm trying to push. I am on Facebook and I am on Instagram too. Be there, be there, be there, be there, be there, be there. Okay, you guys, we made it to Beaky's house. Thank you guys for coming along and joining me on our morning walk of consistency and discipline, as well as engagement. I appreciate it as always. As always, I thank you guys. Thank you guys. Love. I can only do one half with my holding, but I love you guys. Love, love you guys. Hey, y'all want to see my car real quick? Let me show you. I have to go over here and turn my hood up real quick. Stay with me just a second. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Flip y'all around. So this is my car. That's the hood. I'm not sure y'all can see. box. That's the fleece box. All that's gone. Whole computer system. Yay. That's where the battery was. That's that. This is the wire. With the darn positive, with the darn negative. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Very good car. Very great car. Only had 146,000 miles. Hadn't even been broken in. One owner, me, or two owners. But I got it at 24,000 miles. Pretty much one owner. Yeah, that's it. That's my So again, you guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back this evening. Stay tuned, because this is not it. Watch how this story evolves. Love, peace, love, and happiness. Bye.